Yo, so what's good? Tapping back in, brand new week, and I decided I'm gonna make a new video because I was reflecting on my journey. I haven't actually took any trade so far this week. Still only 7 trades this entire month. Currently Tuesday. Just got done with New York session. Well, it's still going on, but got done with like my trading time. Didn't take a trade, stuff like that. But I was thinking back to like my first trading account that I ever made, quite some time ago now, and I remembered actually because I was in Spain at the time. So I used euros instead of pounds, or even instead of USD, and I deposited 500 euros into an account, and I ended up in a week of like trading. I think it was US 30. I think it was only US 30, or it might have been a little bit in NAS as well. I don't know. I'm going to show the screenshot and the trading history anyway, so you'll be able to see. I managed to flip that shit completely, 100%, all the way up to 1,000 euros. Now, to do that in your first week, I was on top of the world, honestly. I thought, I figured this shit out, all this shit's easy, all that stuff, all the beginner mistakes that you make, get overconfident because you've had one good week in the markets and stuff like that. But obviously I had next to no experience because it was my first trading account, which we're going to go on to what actually happened with that anyway. But I managed to flip it, took a bunch of trades. You're going to see how much trades I took in the week. I think it was probably about 30 trades, maybe even 50 trades. It was a lot anyway. Wasn't like over leveraging on like each position. I was like risking a decent amount of the account. I think I was risking like nowhere more than like, I think between 50 to 100 euros, maybe just 50, I don't know. But I even remember one of the trades ended up being like over 100 euros, and that was like one of the first trades that I took because I think the account balance was only on like 600 euros. And yeah, I was obviously on top of the world with that. I flipped an account completely. So I went into the next week with 1,000 euros, hella confident, thinking, yeah, I've got this shit, I'll flip it again, or I'll print another 500 euros. And obviously you can guess what happened. I blew it all. Everything. I blew it all. Because I didn't have any proper risk management. I didn't even have any structure of the amount of trades that I was taking per week and what I was actually trying to do. I don't even think I was trying to focus on one session. I was trading all sorts of sessions as well, and just beginner mistakes like that now I know that are massively unsustainable. So yeah, I'm just reflecting, analysing, looking back and realising what I actually did wrong for that to happen. And a lot of people have bad experiences when they first come into the markets, like they lose it all in the first week. And to be honest, I'm quite surprised that I didn't. I guess I just got really lucky, and in the first week I managed to flip that shit completely. But then the second week I got brought right back to reality, and yeah, it was a humbling lesson. Obviously I bounced back from that massively since then, but yeah, it was a very humbling experience, and I'm glad I didn't quit. I'm glad I didn't, like, that was just a lesson to learn and make me stronger. Obviously I was very distraught in the moment when I managed to flip that shit and blow it, because realistically what I could have done is I could have withdrawn my amount that I invested, took my money out at least that I invested, and I could have played around with the extra 500. But I didn't. I decided, I'm going to flip this to 1 million or whatever. And that's another thing. I didn't even have like any withdrawal structure set up, like how I'm going to pay myself. I thought I was going to grow this account to millions. And that's just another unsustainable approach, because you're not going to do that. You need to reward yourself, More than likely, if you're over risking like that and over trading like I was, and you think you're going to grow it to this insane amount, you're eventually going to end up blowing it all, and then you haven't walked away with anything. If I withdrawed 500 and blew the other 500, at least I would have paid myself. I probably would have ended up putting that other 500 in anyway, and blown that, but that's what I should have done. But there was so many mistakes I made that I look back now and I analyze them and understand. But in the moment, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what mistakes I was actually making. So yeah, just wanted to reflect on that and share you guys with my first ever trading account that I actually opened. Express to you guys that like I didn't get this shit just straight off the belt. Like no one does, you know. Everyone has a similar experience like that, I'm pretty sure, especially at the start of the trading career. But I'm still quite proud of myself that I was able to flip that entirely in the first week. I think that's a better story to tell than just blowing the whole thing straight away. So yeah, that's all, guys. Don't really want to ramble too much more about this.